the high hills above Galicia today as I'm leaving O Cebriero, just as dawn is upon us in about, I don't know, 20-25 minutes. It's very peaceful, quiet and calm. I've got 3 layers on today and I'm getting really hot, but when I set off it was 2 degrees, but there's no wind, so it's actually quite pleasant walking. Most of the day is downhill. It's a shorter day, about 21 kilometres, 95% downhill, and hopefully mostly on this nice soft forest track, which really suits the part of my body that I said I wouldn't mention. But yeah, that's me today, heading for Trioclista, something like that. Can't get my head around all these names. But yeah, on with the day. Sunrise in the hills. What a lovely farm patchwork as we come down the hills from O Cebriero. Only got about 4 k's to my destination. It's a lovely day and a very lovely walk. Oh yes, farmland and a big ass quarry. I see the village of Trioclista. I got the name right that time. Off there in the distance, where I'm nearly at. So it's been a really pleasant day. It's not too hot, not too cold anymore. The track's been nice and steady downhill, but soft, which has been great. Hardly any people. I've been taking it quite slowly. It's probably just gone 12. I'll be there in half an hour. Wherever it is, can't quite get it. It's down there somewhere. Not too far. Now, the villages that we've been walking through, more like hamlets, really rural. There's a lot of livestock around here. So there's an awful lot of cow poo on the track. I've just stood in some, so I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, but very agricultural around here. Just a pleasant change also. There's a better view of Trioclista than before. Yeah, not far. Looks quite in a little pleasant valley. Well, it looks like I've arrived a little bit early actually, but I get straight into the well-deserved beer. Yeah, there's nobody at the reception here, so but there's a hell of a lot of bags. I must have counted 25 bags that have been forwarded, so I'm well on the tourist pilgrim trail now, which is what they say. People who can't be bothered walking with the packs, but that's the most I've seen, so it looks like I've checked into a tourist albergue, but that's okay as long as I've got a bed for the night. Cheers. But I'm not quite sure where, as there's lots of, being the end of season, there's lots of places are closing for the season. So anyway, we'll work it out later. The Camino will provide, I'm sure. So we'll see you further on. Leaving this nice town of Trioclista, heading for Sarria today. as a first stop anyway. I'm taking a shorter route, which is only 16 kilometres. So I'll be there really early, so I want to push on. But I'm feeling a bit tired. Met a few people last night and had far too much vino tinto. So I'm a little bit jaded this morning. But anyway, we'll push on. The crossroad to the shorter route. It's actually 7 kilometres shorter, so Port Saint-Cyr is where I'm heading. So it'll cut quite a bit off. Sounds good to me. Well, here's a 130 kilometre to go marker, meaning I've done 670 to here. So I'm pretty happy with that. Sun rising over Galicia. Sometimes the road less travelled is the best road, I reckon. There's been narrow country lanes and tiny little ghost town hamlets. I'm on a road now, but it's been really ancient pilgrim-like the whole morning so far. So this is the kind of country lane that I've been walking through most of the morning. It's a beautiful way to have come. Really quiet. Haven't seen another person, even walking through the sleepy hamlets. Haven't seen anybody. Lots of cows though. If somebody was to ask to describe the Camino, this trail to me is the epitome of what it would be like. It just seems unchanged. Probably is unchanged. Little footbridge. And there is Sarria in the distance, with 3 kilometres to go to get there. It's about 10:15 in the morning, so doing pretty well. Entering Sarria Central now. I've just been passing albergue after albergue after albergue. This is one of the most important places where pilgrims, I think it's where most pilgrims start from here. The reason being, it's only 110 kilometres to Santiago, which is the minimum required for a pilgrim to pick up their credential. So you get a lot of tourist pilgrims into Sarria. But I'm just not far off the centre now. It's just up ahead of me somewhere, where that church is, I think. So I'm just going to have a quick look around, maybe bite to eat, and then decide where I'm going to head this afternoon. Whether it's 4.5 kilometres or 13 kilometres, to be decided. And here we are, coming up the stairs to the centre. It's a lot bigger town than I gave it any credit for, actually. Much bigger than I expected. Like all these cities coming into them, you feel like a bit of an imposter. Quick bite to eat in Sarria. I don't think much of the place, so I want to get out of here pretty quick. But the question is, do I just go 4 kilometres or 13? I'm thinking 13. I'm feeling pretty good. I'll just get in late. I might have to book. I'll decide at the 4 kilometre point. Anyway, early cheers. Well, I'm not doing much videoing today, 29th I think it is. Got a long day, so I started early, but it's absolutely hosing it down. So I'm just taking a little break in this little rest spot. I've just hit the 100 kilometre to go mark. just a little bit up the road. So I'm quite happy about that. Not far to go now, probably three or four more days, something like that. So nearly there, yeah. I'm not quite sure where I'm staying tonight. There's a lot of places along the stretch that are closed. So, and there's not much choice. It's a bit grim. So I might have to push on a bit further today. But we'll see. I'll see you. The rain stopped for a while. I've gone about 9 k's and there's the town of Portomarin down there where I'm going to stop and have breakfast, dry out a little bit. I've actually got a choice of 3 ways to go. One of them's not recommended for the rain, and I think it's that way, so I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go the shortest way and get into town, have some breakfast. But yeah, it's cleared up, but apparently it's going to start raining again from about 10 o'clock or something, so hopefully it won't be too bad. I'm absolutely sodden though. My phone wasn't working before because everything was wet, but it's okay now. Oh, I spoke too soon. It's just started raining again. That's rain over there, not far away. Probably see the rainbow. It's coming this way. Yeah, it started. So, shit. Walking across the bridge into Portomarin. This is meant to be a reservoir, which looks like it's completely drained, which is a little bit weird. You can see down there the pontoons of some old bridge. And there's a not so old bridge down there. Yeah, completely gone. Weird. I've walked about 3 or 4 kilometres out of Portomarin. It's about, I don't know, 10 o'clock or something. And I've caught up with all the tourist pilgrims. Oh my god. It's like a horde. I'm doing my best to burn through them. I've already burnt off about 5 or 6. But that's a swarm. Not very peaceful at all. I've burnt off the horde. 31 tourist pilgrims. Over 35 minutes it took me. Just walking at my normal pace. But yeah, that's what I guess what we're dealing with on this part of the trail, where so many people start at Sarria to get their 100-kilometre Compostela. I guess I just got to embrace it. It's a challenge. Coming into Palas de Rei today, this afternoon. It's 2:45, epic day, 36 kilometres. It's been quite an interesting day for me today, for many reasons. Firstly, it's peeing down with rain at certain times. Got absolutely drenched. I'm still a bit damp. Hasn't rained for a couple of hours, but oh, it's torrential. And that was since I left it before 7 AM. The other reason is that there's just so many pilgrim tourists. Hundreds. I've probably passed more people today than I did on the entire Meseta. It's incredible. It's actually made for not a very pleasant walk. And the other thing that hasn't been that pleasant is that it's been mostly on sidewalk beside a road. Even though it's been gravel, it's, you know, it's a fucking road. So it hasn't been the best day, but I've done 36 k's. I'm just another step closer. I think about 68 k's to go to the finish line. So here I am. I'm heading for the pilgrim hostel. Hopefully they've got a bed for me, because I need to warm up. Ciao. It's a little bit cold outside, an inside bar in your wine.